the Delusional Series, compiled according to the teachings of the Master. Author Fafu. The Delusional Series. Part 12. Ignorance. What is ignorance? Ignorance is not darkness. It refers to incorrect viewpoints and misunderstandings. Defining error as error is itself erroneous, though it might seem clear to you. This is because ignorance has conditioned us to view errors as correct, and thus errors are seen as not being errors. Similarly, so-called good feelings are conditioned to be seen as positive. In reality, they are all products of conditioning. When these incorrect views and perspectives are established, this is what is known as ignorance. What is enlightenment? It is the correct understanding and application of reality. Why is it said that ignorance leads to all failures? It is because when one acts under the influence of ignorance, they can only commit mistakes. Therefore, in all endeavors, enlightenment is essential. Enlightenment means a correct understanding and utilization of things, from beginning to end, without error. Just as in solving a mathematical problem, if every step is correct, the final answer will be correct. However, if the decimal point is misplaced, even if the principles and rules are correct, the answer will be wrong. Thus, to be enlightened, one must be free from any error throughout the entire process. One is enlightened to the extent that they have correct understanding, and deluded to the extent that they have errors. Yet, a single error can lead to complete failure. Therefore, we should strive for purity, free from mistakes, as errors can have dire consequences. For instance, our current topic of discussion, food preferences, is rooted in conditioning, a form of ignorance. These conditioned preferences are not based on true understanding, but rather on a mistaken perception of reality. Such mistaken perceptions underlie all our actions throughout countless lifetimes, and this is what is called ignorance. To attempt to directly and correctly understand ignorance is itself a mistake, even if one believes they are correct. For instance, the term ignorance is translated as avidya in Buddhism. However, ignorance does not equate to being as mindless as a wooden log. In fact, a certain level of consciousness remains. So what is true ignorance? It is the state of holding a false belief while being unaware of its falsity. It is believing something to be true when it is not. Even that which one dislikes or hates the most can eventually be conditioned into a liking. Whatever one likes or dislikes through conditioning can be transformed into its opposite. However, such conditioned preferences are inherently erroneous. If one truly understands the nature of things, they would neither crave nor avoid anything, for they would recognize such preferences as illusory and devoid of intrinsic reality. Whether one loves or hates spicy food, for instance, is merely a mental fabrication, a delusion without any substantial basis. It is akin to laughing or crying at the characters in a television drama, even though they are merely illusions projected onto a screen. All phenomena are impermanent and illusory. They arise and cease moment by moment, constantly changing. Once the conditions for their arising cease, they vanish. To cling to preferences or aversions towards these illusory phenomena is nothing more than delusion and error.